Hello everyone, Zerokimchi here, your source for Android emulation news and gameplays. Prepare to embark on an epic adventure with our favorite red-haired swordsman, Adel Kristin, on IS-10 Nordics. This game was run on Winlator Cmod version 11, revision 3, beta 3. Settings are shown at the end of the video.
Oh, you got a job for us? Huh? Wait a second. Don't tell me. You're here to sign up for the militia, right? Never seen you around before. But I think we're about the same age. The name's Gren. How about you? Adel, huh? Man, oh man, you've just gotta enlist. We could really use a guy like you. Wait. What's with the long face? Ugh. Is that a deal breaker? It did used to be slightly better for what it's worth. But the mayor slashed our budget in order to keep the militia from being overfunded. When the Balta Seaforce says jump, he asks, how high? It's pathetic enough to drive you to tears. You mean it? I knew I liked you for a reason. The only problem is, our commander and the others are out at the moment. They should be here tomorrow, though, so feel free to swing by again around noon. Call it a hunch, but I've got a feeling you and I are gonna be fast friends. Calling all youths, a career in the Carnac militia awaits you.
I've got to say, the quality of his Spanish leather goods is on a whole other level.
One might say the same of Obelian seafood. Rich flavors, firm to the touch. It is simply unparalleled. Rome and Hispani may be at odds right now, but I believe our transaction today has proved mutually beneficial.
To be perfectly honest, our middleman here deserves all the credit for making this deal happen.
That attire is here.
Well spotted. I am indeed a Norman. However, I find that being a tradesman suits me far better than waving an axe about.
That's good to know. They say Normans are first-class mariners. No doubt that expertise slots in perfectly with mercantile work.
I'm flattered to hear you say so.
It's thanks to the Balta Seaforce that we're still able to do business like this during wartime. They're the ones who make sure ships from both sides can travel these waters safely.
Not having those persnickety Roman officials around to stick their oars in has been heaven sent for us as well. I very much look forward to your continued patronage.
You and me both, pal. And let's not forget to keep our friends from the Seaforce in the loop, too.
On a separate note, Romes, the militia recently informed me that an incident has blocked the highway out of town. Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you have an important negotiation to attend in that direction?
Well, well, word gets around fast. It's nothing I'm not aware of. In fact, I've already asked the militia for an update on the situation. Shouldn't be long before they report back.
Seek me. This way. Seek me. Right here. Find me. Swordsman, can you hear me? Bestow you mana, enough power, defeat.
Gotcha! There!
I'm sorry. I don't... any details. My name? Leela. Who are you? Adel. Search Island. Help. In. Go.
So the shell spoke to you. How very curious. As for this mana you mentioned, can we assume it's some form of magic?
Well, of course it is. You only just got it a little while ago. That wolf you fought that just wouldn't die has me hung up too. I talked up a storm with the guys down at the docks, but none of them mentioned anything close to that.
It may well be that something is actively unfolding as we speak.
The Balta Seaforce, Mana, an undead wolf, and a girl named Leela. Doesn't seem to tie in with that Sea King's throne we heard about earlier either. It's just mystery after mystery around here. You know what that means. Here I always thought adventure was something you had to seek out. But whenever you're around, Adel, it seems to find us instead. Nothing like a little intrigue to spice up a trip. Finding that girl's gonna be a tall order, though. This Gulf's got more islands than you can shake a stick at.
The first step is to gather information. You'll also be in need of a ship.
I'll put my new job down at the harbor to use and poke around for some intel.
As for myself, the Azrat Clinic has hired me on as a temporary physician. I'll see if I can't find someone in town who's willing to lend us a hand.
Sounds like a plan. Let's kick things off first thing tomorrow morning, Adel.
Didn't think you'd show up alone. There's something I need to double check. You're probably full of questions, but I'm in no mood to explain. Just think of this as us picking up where we left off yesterday. So you do know of it. I won't hold back this time. How's that? How about this?
That was close.
Eat this.
How's that?
Eat this.
I messed up.
I won't hold back this time. How about this? Can speed. Power of mana. How'd you get your hands on it? You didn't use it back on the Adamas. I could say that much. Leela? Never heard of her. Mana, on the other hand, is my people's concept of a formless power. Imbued in a sword, it brings forth victory. Imbued in a vessel, it grants safe passage. Only those chosen by the All-Father Har are able to wield it. Out of the Seaforce, that list starts and ends with me and my old man. is. So explain to me why a louse like you... Blood and thunder. Grieger. You fought one just yesterday, didn't you? Put a Grieger down with just any old weapon, and it'll rise back up again and again, wounds fully healed. Mana is the only thing that can slay him for good. Well, aren't we popular? What was that just now? What in hell did you just do to us? At least now I have a good grasp on what I was sent to investigate. We're finished here. So long. Huh? And why should that matter? I'm a Norman. A pirate. One false move, and you might be my next kill. Can't handle that? Then pack your bags and see yourself out of Obelia Gulf. Son of a... Handcuffs? Made of mana? You! What did you pull this time? Guess not. This mana doesn't seem to be coming from either of us. It's stuck tight! Hey, quit gawking and help! This spells trouble for us in more ways than you can count. Either we get these off, or I'm sending you back with one less hand. Got that? No luck. Might well be a curse of some kind. I hate to say it, but my old man's probably the only person we can turn to at this point. He knows more about mana than I do. Whether he'll actually hear us out is a separate matter. What a mess. They call you Adol, right? We'll have to stick together for a while. Unless you fancy me lopping you off at the wrist. Watch it. If anyone should be complaining, it's me. My name's Karja. Karja Balta. Daughter of Grimson Balta, Jarl of the Balta Seaforce. Already put two and two together, eh? Well, no time to waste. I'm off to report in at the Balta Seaforce's command post. It's over by the harbor, so don't fall behind. Hey, don't stray too far. You've taken enough tumbles for my liking. Wonder if Gunnar knows anything about this.
Hey, Princess. Back already?
Who's your +1?
Is Gunnar in? I have a report to make.
Yeah, I'll go get him for you.
Not every day you see the princess bring in someone from the straight and narrow. You her little boy toy now, or what? Should have figured. She'd never go for a shrimp like you. Wait a sec. Wasn't that swordsman she threw down with on the Adamas also?
Hey, what are you whispering to him about?
Just making small talk.
I swear.
What seems to be the trouble, Princess?
Gunnar, how many times do I have to tell you to quit calling me that?
Oh? Who might this boy be?
He's the swordsman Grimson told me to look into.
A request from the Jarl. Ah, now I remember. He was a passenger on the Adamas. I see. So we have here not only a mana wielder, but a pair of mystical shackles. What's more, the latter has rendered you unable to separate from the former.
That better not be a smirk I see.
Not at all. This isn't humorous in the least. It is, however, exceptionally unusual. Only the Jarl can make the final call here. Unfortunately, he is currently out at sea on an expedition. We do not expect him back until tomorrow.
Tomorrow? And just what am I supposed to do until then?
With all due respect, Princess, I must ask that you spend the remainder of your day here in Carnac.
What? But why?
It wouldn't do to have a non-shield brother accompanying us, for one thing. This may even be to your benefit from a certain perspective. What better chance to familiarize yourself with how those under our rule live and think? I believe you're at an age now where such matters ought to be considered.
Fair.
Not to mention, it is possible for this turn of events to be grossly misconstrued.
In what way?
There are those who would be only too pleased to regard this as a scandalous affair on your part. We have no need to voluntarily provide them with issues to raise at the Thingstead.
All right already. I get the message.
Adel, was it? My apologies for giving you a fright on the Adamas. I am Gunnar, War Chief of the Balta Seaforce. I'm recalling you correctly then. Your battles aboard the Adamas were very impressive. No doubt you have many thoughts on this subject, but collaboration is a must if you want any hope of resolving this. We Normans have our ways, some of which may run counter to your own. Nevertheless, I would ask that you work in concert with her and us until we manage to set you two free.
And that's it for Is 10. As you can see, the game plays flawlessly on Winlator at 720p and all the settings lowered or off. The Winlator settings: Wine 9.20, resolution set to 720p, Turnip revision 10, DXVK 2.4.1, the latest box 0.3.1, and a custom box preset with 0 safeflags, 3 bigblock, and 0 strong memory. Hopefully this video was helpful. Make sure to like and subscribe if you liked this video. See you next time.